Hello, welcome to Lunch with Lee. Today we're talking about how do you know when my dryer vent needs to be cleaned? And it's a question we get all the time. Dryer vent questions is probably the most common question. So, and the really answer is you don't know. Now, industry rules are have it cleaned at least once a year. But that could be too much for some people or too little for some people depending on how long your dryer vent is, how much you use it, the size, all kinds of stuff. If yours is not correct, you could have to have a ton of maintenance. So, how do you know? And the symptoms, besides just doing it once a year, which is never a bad idea, the symptoms often are my clothes are not drying correctly. Meaning, if you put them on time dry, the alarm goes off, stops drying, clothes are still wet. If you put it on center dry, it runs and runs and runs and runs and runs. Other symptoms. If the top of your dryer gets really, really hot, it means it's not breathing correctly, it's not venting correctly, and it's too hot. Also, if you see leaks, or in some of the modern dryers, you'll even see a little light comes on that says vent problems. Those are all signs that you need to have someone come out and look at your dryer vent, maybe clean it, maybe fix it, but figure out what's going on. And once we come out and we put our gauges on it and we know what it like, we can tell the way it's designed, how long it is it correct? Also, we put gauges on it, we can tell how well it's working to tell you when it's good, it's here. When it's bad, it's here. This is how often you should have it cleaned. And when we come back out the next year, 2 years, 6 months, whenever we come back out, we know exactly what good is. So that's really, really important. We also have the knowledge to know when we come out, is this designed correctly? We just talked about it. Is it too long? Maybe I'm rambling some, but is the termination, whether it goes to the roof or at the outside, is it bird free? Is it making it not as efficient as it could be? Because even if it doesn't need to be cleaned or does need to be cleaned, is it as efficient as it could be? Could you be drying clothes faster? Which means using less electricity or gas. It means it's less wear and tear on your dryer. It means your clothes don't tumble as much. And it means it saves you time as far as them drying faster. So have us come out. Let's evaluate your system. Let's figure out what's good or bad about it. Let's make sure we're anticipating things that could potentially go wrong so that you, at least minimally, even if you don't do anything about it, you're not getting surprised. So that's it for today. Go get those dryer vents cleaned, figure out how they're routed, how they're designed, so we can make sure it's as safe and as efficient as possible. Thanks.